what I was supposed to take my senior year was either Calc AB or BC. And because of fear, I ended up in sports stats, which is the least intense math I ever took. um, it was pretty fun at least, but so when I got here, I was taking Calc 1 and all that, and it gets kind of nervous because like calculus has a reputation. Like in high school, it's like only the really smart kids tend to get there. And so I was nervous, and I also attended SI for calculus to like get extra practice, which I fully recommend given that I am an SI leader for it now. But I think what I learned is that we have like these perceptions of how hard things will be, some from like other people's experiences. Like all of my friends were super stressed, and it's like, okay, this must be insane. And then you get there, and yes, it has a big kind of scary name. It's no longer just math, it's calculus. And yet the concepts aren't as intimidating as you might be led to believe. Like a derivative's a rate of change. It's like you've heard of rate of changes before and all that. So I think what's cool is like having that experience and being brave even if you've been afraid before, because I was very afraid to take calculus. And it went pretty well, honestly. The goal is to have students engage with material differently. Like you are in class, you copy what the professor has written. Like, so the goal is to not to have students. I want them to, instead of mimicking what they see, understand why. Because that's when it's like you really know what's happening. Because you can tell me why this is going on. Like you really know what's going on. And also to get students to teach to each other, because as an SI leader, I'm not supposed to lecture. I'm not supposed to teach much. Like I'll show, okay, this technique is really good. No, it is a no judgment zone. Like I know we talk about stuff like that where it's like no one in this room will judge you for getting the math wrong, because like when professors ask for people to and then solve this problem, people shrink in their seats. They don't want to do it. Like they don't want people, like the goal isn't to be wrong. Like that is what I tell people SI is for. I won't make every single mistake here so that there's none left to make on the exam. Like you've seen them all, you've done them all, because everyone will make mistakes in like those courses. How much effort you put in can fully change your position and between two different people. Like, and I think that's really cool because it's kind of egalitarian. Like it's not like, yes, some people are going to be born smarter than others, and that doesn't mean that you cannot overcome that. Like, because there's the point where the hard work is the separator, and like that intelligence, it moves the dial a little, but not much. Like the hard work is carrying 99.7% of this. You have to put in the hard work at some point. Like for me, I was like, I really sucked at basketball when I started playing. And I think the best compliment I ever got, it was one of my friends' dads telling me that I'm so talented at basketball. And it's like, I was not. I was real. Like if you'd seen me playing a year ago, you'd never thought like where the hard work made it look like natural talent. Like it wasn't. I took so many shots. I practiced for so long to get to get any good at it, and I got to the point where it looked like, oh yeah, you've always been good at it. And I think like that was such a rewarding moment. So it like you don't need to be incredibly smart to do really well at the math. Like you can put in the work that will make it look like you're a natural.